is gonna come on. Okay, David, it's over to you. You are muted. You are muted. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. All right.
Okay, I think you may want to start from the top, right?
Yeah.
Right at the beginning.
I'm practicing using the iPad today instead of using the laptop. Okay, can everybody see this screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. And today we're going to share about the fasting. Basically, I combine part 2 and part 3 together into today. I need to manage the time. Okay, for some of you who haven't attended the talk before, I created a channel called Iconic Health Channel. I'm slowly building up onto that. And I also have this Pump and Drum series, and this is number 4 about fasting. And today we talk about part 2 and part 3. Now, you may want to put your question in the chat there or whatever. But however, I believe many of you come in today to learn something. Now, I want to hope and pray that you will learn something for your own good health. Today, we are talking about fasting, you see. So I present to you understanding fasting or intermittent fasting. Now, we already went through quite a bit the last month, the part 1. So fasting, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting and fasting is totally different thing. But of course, the fasting word is there. So, okay, and many of you, I hope you can learn something and take home some valuable information and also a knowledge. However, my encouragement to you is to basically to practice it. Okay, nothing better than practice. I come to this level is because I practice. Okay, very important. All right. So intermittent fasting actually allow your body to have more time to be restored, okay, repair and restore for your optimum health. And that is important. So fasting, a lot of people say is unnatural. It's not true. Okay, it's not true. Later we'll explain to you how. Okay, let me just not waste a lot of time here. So I just want to share some of my my life journey, my experience. At early 20, I went through because donate blood donation. Until 2 years later, the blood bank called me, say that my blood cannot be used or transfused to anybody. So therefore, I was very shocked. And when the blood bank pronounced that kind of word and encouraged me to go hospital in and out, checking for a year, and they give up on me, I also give up on them. However, only thing that don't give up on me is God. So he give me a chance. Otherwise, I will be thinking not to live. That's why today I'm here. So more than 40 years ago, I have that blood issue. I have 2 blood issue. My 2 blood issue, number 1 is I'm a low blood count. Okay. Number 2 is my hemoglobin is disorder. My hemoglobin is really disorder. So I have a very bad, I cannot carry oxygen. So much so, we're praying very hard, and a friend come by to tell me I need to do exercise and take care of my nutrients. During 40 over years ago, the pharmacy don't sell supplements, so I don't have anything to tamba, to supplement my diet, things like this, and no idea. And pharmacy don't sell all these kind of products. By God's grace, 5 years later, I able to do marathon. And from there on, I do 35 marathon. So this is how God keep me going. And for today, because of that reason, I really go into all this and it become my love. I'm very passionate about health, about food, about exercise. Okay, so I want to thank God for that. Okay, I have a disclaimer here because here we want to share information. Today's sharing is all for educational purpose only. And the sharing is for understanding. I'm not rendering any medical advice of any kind, nor the knowledge intend to replace medical advice or to diagnose or prescribe anything. So I have this disclaimer because this is a public talk. I'll be careful on all this, okay? All right. Okay, let's move on. So we are talking about a topic about understanding intermittent fasting. That was a previous month's talk, right? So intermittent fasting, long and short, is just you shorten your, there's a intermittent fasting means you have a rest time, feeding time, and fasting time, or the other word called famine time and feast time. Okay. So we also talk about intermittent fasting benefit. The benefit is tremendous. Okay, later I will go through a little bit. So why you need and who you need intermittent fasting. People who very obvious people want to have weight loss, fat loss, you do it. But most people would like to encourage, if you continue to do it, you make, today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting, or fasting is your lifestyle, part of your lifestyle, you become healthier, okay? And how you can do it right and easy. You miss those things already, but anyway, I will cover a little bit later, okay? So why intermittent fasting? Because your body need, okay, to rest. Your body been overworked. Now, overwork can be many. Number one, like you're really working in the office, and then you come back late in KL. You come back late. You reach home 9 o'clock. You have a dinner, and then maybe 1 a.m. you sleep. Tomorrow 6 a.m. you wake up. 7 a.m. you queue on the road to the office to work. So you've been so stressful, emotional stress, physical stress. You don't have rest. So your body really need rest. And on top of that, eating the wrong food. Okay, when you're eating the wrong food, your body spend more than 50% of the energy digesting the food. So your body have no rest. So intermittent fasting, it allow your body or give your body a time to rest. So also to repair, okay, because we are sick. It can be physically sick and because of inflammation. No rest, stressful inflammation. Wrong food, inflammation. Because you work outside, or people like to eat outside, because you are eating the outside, they like to add some ingredient which will make your taste bud feel good. Okay, you'll make your taste bud feel nice. However, those things that actually may not benefit to your body, so it will cause inflammation. So you need rest so that your inflammation your body will get rid of it slowly. So your body also need restorations. The people who, because of long-term inflammation without managing it or address the problem, you become chronic diseases. Okay? So intermittent, the,
Switch off, switch off. Whose voice is that?
it's okay. So when you rest, your body will also give you new stem cell. The old stem cell are no more functioning well, so your body will also give you new stem cell. Okay, all right. Part 2 and part 3 I added together. So we'll talk about today. We'll talk about intermittent fasting a little bit. We'll touch base a bit, and we'll talk about full water fast. Now, it work for many, not just for weight loss, but also a lot more on a health benefit. Okay, so that's what you do. Okay, now we're going to go back to here. 16. This is what they call 16:8. The intermittent fasting means you rest. You don't eat for 16 hours, and you only eat during the 8 hours window. Okay, the reason of this, you have more time, means 16 hours you rest. Okay, all right. The benefit of IF and water fast, it will help you to really to burn your body fat and you will slim down. You will look good, okay? But more important is inside you look good. All right. You also give your body, it stretch off your digesting system. So because your body spend a lot of energy in digesting food and simulate the nutrients, Now you don't do it. So that energy will channel to repair your body system. Okay. Now water fast. Water fast means you only drink water, nothing else. Okay, we'll go into more detail later. Okay. Now you can, after that, you can extend to 36 to 72-hour water fast. Means you eat nothing but water. Okay. Now, benefit of IF and water fast, it basically improve your mitochondria's health. Now, mitochondria basically is a battery of your cellular level, okay? Because you overwork, your battery have no time to recharge, and then it become damaged, become unhealthy cells. So we have a lot of problem on that. Okay, all right. Now you overdo your body, because your body have inflammations, and you also will cause oxidative stress. So when you do IF or water fast, you will decreases the oxidative stress. You look at the normal cell means it's healthy, and because of inflammation and you don't have enough rest, the free radical will attack your cell, okay? And then your cell level become stress, means it cannot function. So it cause a lot of problems. So inside kena, your outside you look old, you look stressful, you look haggard, you look tired, because all this cellular level, this one, you cannot function very well. Okay? All right. Now, you will repair your dysfunction cell. Now, okay, later we'll talk about this mitochondria, basically the battery. This is our cell level. You will really go into scientific. I hope some of you, I believe many of you will go and check out this one. So you check out this one, you really give you a shock how the body works. Okay, so the body will repair. Now the body is very clever because God created this body, can repair by itself, also can restore itself. So you need rest, you need correct nutrients, you need water, whatever things. Okay, I will go through the later. Okay, all right. You also reduce chronic diseases. Means like some people may have skin or rashes issue, your liver inflammation. This is a lot of people have that without knowing it. So when you have liver challenges, it manifests on your body. You are tired, whatever, and your system, your digestion system, especially the colon. People have colon cancer, all this and that. So if you don't careful on that, you also come to what they call Alzheimer disease. Okay, Alzheimer disease. So dementias, Parkinson, also inflammation. This one will happen. People even exercise also will kena. People without exercise also will kena. Okay, that this is a joint issue. Especially you come to certain age, all this one will come and see you, want to make friend with you if you don't care for it. So when you do IF, with start with IF means intermittent fasting. Also later you progress and you go more advanced is water fast. Okay, now I'm going to talk about all this. If you have you do IF and water fast, one of the interesting part is called human growth hormone. It's difficult to get this thing out, human growth hormone. A lot of people take some supplement to stimulate all this. No, it doesn't work. And God give you the human growth hormone called HGH, is FOC, free of charge. So what you really need to do, you really need to do something about all this. Just go fasting and your body will ooze it out, okay? Right, now this is what we have been talking about. Okay, I'm going to go a bit detail on this. How you build up your fasting fitness. Now it's difficult for many people to start, especially on you have a lot of fear, you have a lot of challenges, okay? So building up your fasting fitness is so important. So you can start a simple fast, means 12-12. 12-hour resting and 12-hour feeding. That is important to you. Now, how you do it? Example, now you start, most people will have, let's say, their breakfast at 7 or maybe 8 o'clock. Their dinner is 8 o'clock. Means you eat 3 meals a day. So your feeding time is 12 hours. And your resting time is 12 hours. So it's called 12-12. This is very simple, and all of us have been doing that. However, when you come to intermittent fasting, this 12-hour resting means you eat nothing, water only. Even you want to like to eat something, the best is what they call no sugar, no carbohydrate, or 0 calorie kind of thing, or very low calorie. Otherwise, your body cannot go into a fasting. Okay. Now, brunch fast means you already extended. Example, if you have been taking your breakfast 7 or 8 o'clock, now you push your breakfast a bit later, maybe like 10 or 11. Okay, so 11 o'clock you start your breakfast, and then maybe you miss your lunch, and you might have your dinner at maybe 5 o'clock. So your fasting time is 14 hours. Okay, so you are slowly squeezing your feeding time, okay, and you lengthen your resting time or fasting time or famine time. Okay, so during your sleep you also call fasting. Okay, now cycle fast means you 16 hours, okay, you're resting 16 hours, and you do 3 times a week. Your 3 times a week can be, alternate day. It can be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, I share with you how I do my fasting. Monday and Tuesday, I'll eat 2 meals a day. 2 meals a day means I only have my lunch and my dinner. So my feeding time maybe 6 hours only. So I have a longer hour of resting. Okay. So Monday and Tuesday, I'm doing intermittent fasting. Come to Wednesday, I will schedule my work or whatever. I will take more rest. Then I will do water fast. So it means I have 2 day intermittent fasting, 1 day full water fast. Okay, all right. Now the strong fast means you can even fasting in 16 to 18 hours. Now basically that's what I do. So 18 hour no food. Okay, your 18 hour no food, and then 24 minus 18, you have 6 hours. So my feeding time is only within the 6 hour window. So I allow my body have longer time to rest. So when you have longer time to rest, the body will rebuild. The body will also do a lot of work to repair. Okay, so you will have better internal health, and then you have a good outlook, energy. So I have basically quite energized. Another one called Warriors Fast means why they didn't name it Warriors. Remember those days, in the olden day, the war, the army, they are fighting each other. They fight the whole day long, and they only have nighttime they eat. So basically they are fasting 20 hours, and they are feeding themselves within 4 hours. Okay, all right. I want to take a few questions here pertaining to what I shared. June?
I got a question.
Yeah.
That's Esther, right?
You said Monday, 2 meals a day, lunch and dinner. What time do you start your lunch? May I know?
We 11:30, 12.
Okay, and then your dinner, what time do you?
It's about 5, 6. That depends on my timing, you see. So
yeah.
as long as I reduce the feeding window.
And then the rest of the time, just water lah.
Water. You can drink tea, you can drink coffee, but no sugar.
Oh, no sugar.
No
Okay.
no sugar, no anything with sugar, no milk. I don't take milk. Okay, maybe you like to have is lemon water, whatever, with some salt. During the fasting, I take a lot of water with Himalayan mountain salt.
Okay, then Wednesday?
Wednesday, full water fast.
And then you say you take dinner only?
No. If a water fast means 24 hours already.
Oh, then the other day is Friday, is it?
No. Monday, Tuesday, 2 meals a day. Wednesday, I will choose to water fast, means 24 hours, eat nothing except
Okay.
water and salt.
So you don't eat anything lah on that day.
But okay, this is me. You don't follow.
Yeah, I just want
Unless
to know only.
unless you build up your fasting fitness already, you don't do it. You just simply don't do, because you need to start with 12 first. Okay, and then maybe 14, 10, and then 16, 8 or whatever. So you have to progressively grow, because I've been doing that many years already. Okay, for
All
those
right, thank
people
you.
who haven't started do fasting, don't do it. My advice, don't do it, because you need time to build your body fasting fitness. You also need time for your body to adapt. Now, during the fasting, your body basically learn to burn fat, called fat adapted. Okay, so you need, later I will talk about the fat adapted things. Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right. Any more questions here?
Actually, David, I have a question. So
Sure.
you say that you need to develop fasting muscles. That means you
Yes,
must
right, the
learn
fitness,
how
yeah.
to train yourself to do this,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
how long a period do we need to go through before we get to your level?
Okay, good questions. So because all of us individually, all of us are different. Okay, different because in terms of lifestyle and previously what you like to eat and what you don't like to eat. So people who, I mean, generally, we brought up, I also brought up, been eating carbohydrate, grown up in a carbohydrate environment. So I come to this age, then I realized I don't need a lot of carbohydrate. And I also learned carbohydrate really is not really beneficial to our body, because most of the time we eat the carbohydrate is low quality carbohydrate. So it causes a lot of problem. It causes sugar spike. That's why we put on weight, all kind of unnecessary thing or issue that come to us, you see. So how long is individual? You got to look into what you've been taking, and you need to really discipline yourself. Now, when you do fasting, especially when you do like 16/8, a lot of people kalang kabut already. Their hands shaking, they're hungry. The hungry pants come out. Then how you going to handle all this? People have a lot of fear, you see. Okay, but when you want to practice fasting, a few suggestions for you. Okay, you need to plan. You really need to plan so that you don't have a lot of stress. Okay, you really need to plan your timing. One of the important things that you need to do is to avoid negative people. People will say, "Oh, fasting, you can die one This stupid fella go and fast lah. Why you fast You say kiam siap lah, no money to eat. They will talk all kind of rubbish to you, and then you become very discouraged. Okay, so if you want to practice all this, avoid all these negative people who have no idea what you are going to. Okay, now I already mentioned earlier, because many of you missed a part 1. When you do fasting, there's a lot of health benefit for you. Okay, later we'll talk a little bit more. So during this fasting, how you can go into, you need to drink a lot of water. Okay, don't drink tap water full of chlorine, and don't drink water through the plastic bottle. A BPA inside also will damage you. Don't drink distilled water. Never. Okay. So during the water, you need to add some salt. I add some salt inside, good salt. All right, little bit, so that you are hydrated. And during your fasting, a lot of people halfway they give up because they feel they cannot handle the hunger. They cannot. Their hand is shivering, and they got all kind of problem. They call it fasting flu or keto flu, because your body learn to switch from burning carbohydrate, metabolized carbohydrate, to fat. So you really need to train your body. Okay. So yes.
One question from me. What happens if you have constipation problem? How do you overcome that?
You must drink a lot of water. Okay. you would need to take, when you are fasting, basically you will talk about intermittent fasting. You see, your normal, you just imagine your colon, every day you are feeding 3 times. So your colon is being conditioned to take 3 load a day. And suddenly, you take 2 load a day. Okay? So that means there is some space kosong. So you feel, how can, nothing one, no? This morning wake up, nothing, because you miss a meal already. But it's okay. You will come back on the 3rd day. But you must drink a lot of water so that it will help you to do it. Okay, to this one. But it was temporarily, unless even you are not fasting, you already have constipation issue, then you have to address that things. Okay. Don't know. Yesterday, sorry. Yeah.
I said, thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yesterday, I was talking to another friend of mine, and I know them for some time, and they just called us. He just went through a colon cancer, and then he got part of a colon being cut out. And then she didn't realize she didn't drink enough water, you see. So after going through a session with her, then she know that it's a lot of things that make mistake, you see. Okay. Too much fiber also can cause colon cancer, right? But today is not my topic on that.
David,
Yes.
Barry here. I got a question. So for those who want to start, you clearly listed step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what would be your recommendation on starting with number 1 before moving number 2 and 3, 4, 5? I think maybe don't take all the way to 5. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Between 1 and 2. What is your recommended number of weeks or what or days or months? What would be your recommendation?
Okay, that is a good one. You see, when you want to do, imagine now, I will assume that you've been taking 3 meals a day.
Yeah,
I'll assume that. So what you need to do, you have to decide. Say you want to do it. Okay, this is the first thing that you do. It's not you're doing first; it's a decision first. Okay, having known by doing so, you will have a lot of good health benefit for you. Okay, so now you decide. Then you have to slowly pushing your breakfast or missing your breakfast or whatever, push a bit later, a bit later. Then then slowly you have, instead of 3 meals a day, your breakfast will slowly, let's say at 7, then you probably go to 8 or 9 o'clock. You can tahan, and then you go to lunchtime already. So therefore, you have a good start on that basis. So you see how your body behave and how psychologically you can handle that. That is important for you to start with. Okay, so you need to push the time. Everybody start the round 1 or day 1. It's very tough because you've been used to it. You see, okay, during the feeding time you have been tough, so you really need to determine and overcome it, and be careful, be careful.
Okay, so David, so if I hear, sorry, I know you're rushing for time, so I just want to be quick, fasten the whole thing. So if I hear correctly, different people will go at different pace, right? Pushing their breakfast time, yeah. So there is no hard and fast rule that after 4 weeks or after 2 months. So it depends on individual lah. So once you're able to stay on step 1, 12 hours for reasonable period of time, then you move on to group 2. So in other words, you are not able to give a recommendation. So it's a case by case basis. Is that correct?
Correct. You're right. Absolutely
right. Okay.
Correct.
Good.
Because some people, some of them, like they have a concern, they're on medication. Eat something before they take medication. You know, the kind of mindset. Later I will come on that, right? So you are right, Barry. So it's
okay. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
If you are comfortable with 12, then you progress to 14, 10, and then slowly you progress to 16, 8, kind of things. So you can eventually move up your skill. So therefore you build up your fitness muscle. Okay, fasting fitness is important to build, and also give your body a chance to adapt into not eating. Because you see, our forefather during the caveman time, sometimes they feast a lot, and a period of time they cannot get hunting, they cannot get the prey, so they have no food. See, so they eventually voluntarily they are fasting. So when they have they can harvest or they can hunt or some whatever thing, they will makan kau lah, all right. Okay, so all right, no more question, then I move on. Okay, so now strategy of fasting. Now we touch a little bit just now. So now I would like to talk about all these strong fast, 16 hours to 18-hour rest. So basically you are squeezing your feeding time into 6 hours. Okay, number 4. So if you do 16 hours, 18-hour fasting, your body will really very happy with you. Physically, mentally, you need to prepare because you may tired or whatever things. So you learn to rest. If you're really tired, you rest. But make sure you don't go and eat food that full of calorie, carbohydrate during the fasting time. Okay. All right. So now what you're going to do when you do the strong fast, you really have to avoid the kitchen. Okay. You have to learn to do it. And then you must drink water. Drink a lot of water, especially your normal feeding time, like maybe 8 o'clock, you eat your breakfast, lunch, you take your lunch time of 12 o'clock. During all this feeding time, your normal feeding time, your ghrelin hormone will come out. So this hormone will come out, it will cause your stomach to rumble, so you need to drink water. You need to put electrolyte inside, like salt, maybe a bit of lemon, so you help your body to go through. You may feel dizzy, you need to rest, you rest. For the first few times when you do all this, you will experience all these little challenges. Okay, so you need to drink, okay? Then you need to go out and exercise. You also need to go to the sunshine. Go and get free vitamin D, a lot of people say, oh, when you fasting, they got energy to do exercise. Not true. When I do fasting, I also go for easy jogging, not just like 10 minutes, I also jog like 45 minutes to 1 hour. Sometimes I do hiking as well. I can go and hike, okay? Also slow, I do it slow. So, but at least I move my body, see? So important to move your body. And during the fasting, you really need to rest, okay? Rest. So after a strong fast, you progress yourself to full day fasting, means 24-hour no food. But the data I'm going to touch about 24-hour no food, how long you can last. Okay. Now number 6, 5-2 means 5 days you are eating, 2 days you are fasting. Okay, it means 2 days you're totally fast, eat nothing except water and salt. Okay, and maybe lemon. So 5 days you are eating. Now by doing so, your appetite also drop. You cannot eat a lot, no? Okay. So now why you want to do all this? When you are resting, your body really give you a lot of benefit. Your stem cell will come out. Okay, your body repair. Okay, let me just go back to this one I showed to you here. Okay, hang on. Okay, this one. This one. Your body will repair your mitochondria, your cell issue will really repair, because a lot of all these are basically malfunction already. Old cell malfunction, your body will repair. It will come to a point that cannot repair, you really do long fast, your body will eat up all this thing, will eat up all this dead cell. Okay, let me just go through that later. So, okay, when you do fasting, your body will come out with human growth hormone, free of charge. Okay, free of charge. It will also help you to build back your muscle. Okay, now, this one, modified partial fasting strategy, is for people who already on some form of medication and they are concerned if they want to take medicine and they need to have something. This one might be an easiest way for them to start with, because you can learn something. Now, partial fast means you take bone broth, or vegetable broth. Now, how many of you know how to do all this? Can you give me one in your chat group there? How many of you know how to do this bone broth?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you know it's very good. So because you cannot handle totally, so now you start to go into, after, instead of water fast, now you do this one from 12, 16, 8. Then you probably want to do this. Okay, instead of food you want to do all this. Okay, the number 2 is a juice fast or smoothie fast. Bone broth and vegetable broth are quite straightforward. Okay, you saw you add all these things. Juice is important because why? When you take the juice, you must be aware, choose low sugar fruits, low sugar. Okay, you must choose the low sugar. You cannot go for high sugar. You cause a lot of problem. Or smoothie. Smoothie means you add some form of protein powder. Okay, but the protein powder must be pure, not with sugar. Okay, I take pure protein powder, no sugar, nothing added, nothing processed, except this one. Then the third one you can do is called fat fasting. Fat fasting means you can put butter or coconut milk or MCT oil in your coffee. Okay, that's how you do. My friend, the what they call aesthetic surgeon in Switzerland, he coached his customer to do fat fasting, because when they want to do a surgery for Langley, that kind of thing, most of the celebrity are overweight, means their body are big size. So he dare not to do surgery for them. So he will recommend them to do fasting, intermittent fasting, also the fat fasting. Okay, so during the partial fast, you really need to keep low calorie. Okay, average man is about 2,000 to 3,000. Female is about 1,002 to 1,000, or even 1,005 to 2,000, depend your lifestyle and your activity. But try to keep as low as possible, about 25% of your normal calorie intake. The partial fast will also help you to repair or to heal your leaky gut. Now, I mentioned about leaky gut before. Also help you to do the liver detox. Now, many people go for liver detox. I also come across recently, people ask me about coffee enema. So it's not my subject, but you can do this fasting, and your liver will also detox. You do it slowly and naturally. Okay. Number 3, when you do your partial fast, your body also will help you to reduce all the inflammation. Because why? Your body spend a lot of energy digesting food, remember? So now you don't digest. You spend very little energy to digesting food. Fight inflammations, increases mineral absorptions, consumptions, help the digestion system, smoothing all your skin. You have a good skin, okay? Help to repair and grow your bone, okay? And promote good sleep. Now, many of people who come to certain age, they will experience sleeping issue. They may, on the bed for 8 hours, but the actual sleep or deep sleep was just few hours. So, ho yam gong one. Now, how the body can repair? Okay, because why? When you fasting, your body have no more what they call to burn the calorie, okay, the glycogen that in your muscle. So they will look for something to burn, to convert it into an energy. Now, one of them is all our dead cell, so they convert the dead cell into energy. Example, if let's say you are staying at home in the jungle, and then it's a winter day and you run out of wood to set in the fire, fireplace. So you have no more wood. So what do you look for? You look for furniture, right? Now, obviously, you don't look for good furniture to become a firewood. You look for some odds and ends, the useless things, then you turn them to firewood, to energy. So your body actually very clever. It's not stupid. So he will do something, clean up yourself, like clean up whatever your cupboard, let's say your cupboard, a lot of old stuff, they will clean up. so that they will put in a new thing into your cupboard, you see. So as a bone, it's the same thing. A lot of people have been taking calcium, this and that, but their bone density is still quite poor. It's because, you know, the body haven't able to use up the old one and give you a new one. Okay, so modified partial fasting strategy basically to apply for people who are a bit scared or very concerned, you know, how to do it, you can do it. Also for people who of some form of medication, and this one will help them to go through the difficult times on the fasting, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about important subject. During your fasting, you do exercise. The benefit of exercise during a fast. Number one, your growth hormone will come out. Okay, you will ooze out the growth hormone, right? Because your body releases to all this is to repair, to build new muscle for you. Okay. All right. You also will produce ketone. Now, ketone means when you're hungry, your body have nothing to burn, they will take up something, you know, eat up all the old cell, useless cell, and they will turn into energy. They call ketone. Now you can do it. You can check one, because why? When you do when you do a fasting, basically your body into a ketosis. Ketosis means your body burning fat as an energy. Now you can buy the paper like test people who test, you know, prick the finger and test the like diabetics. You can test the one ketone. You will know it will ketone will ooze out. So you also have oxygen efficiency. Is so important because a lot of people don't have oxygen when the body, you know, the heart not pumping, the lungs are not effective, all the muscle like tido, you know, that's why you're lethargic, you're tired, kind of thing. So also will help your oxygen efficiency because you don't, the body don't spend a lot of energy digesting food, you see. Number four, metabolic flexibility. Now this is so good, okay, for me. Those people who have been learning fasting, or then you train your body called fat adapted and non-fat adapted. Now, I'm sure many of you heard about ketogenic diet. So ketogenic diet is basically you want your body to be more ketosis, means you're training your body to metabolize fat. So your body will ooze out a, what they call ketone. So your body using the ketone. In fact, our brain also, our brain energy is ketone. So during the fasting, your mind is so sharp, really very sharp, and your mind is so alert. So when you do a day one, it's tough. Day two, okay. Day three, and day four, you're very sharp. No joke. Your brain function supercomputer, okay? So metabolic flexibility means your body can burn fat, also can burn carbohydrate. Now, how? If you do an exercise during the fasting, when you exercise, if you do like cardio exercise, your body actually burning a lot of glycogen, which is sugar. Like say now, all of us are sitting here, I'm talking, you are sitting there. Actually, your body can run on ketone. Now, ketone is very clean fuels. Nothing, they don't have a lot of waste in your body. It's a very clean fuse. So that means there is no CO2, whatever thing, but I'm saying is a clean fuse, ketone. So you've got to train your body, fat adapted and non-fat adapted. So when you're non-fat adapted, you're very tough. You're fat adapted, you can tahan hunger when. You see, sometimes I travel, you know, or I do work, or I do long hike. I have no issue, you know, hungry can be managed very fast. Just drink water and then you will go through already. Okay, now the fifth one is important. This is some term, this autophagus term, a lot of people may not understand, but it's there for us. Okay, I'm going to talk about all this one. All right, so autophagus, let me just take out my note here. Okay. So basically, autophagus is your, okay, this one, all right. It's a process where your body is breaking down the old organelle cell means the old tissue. This is a thing. Okay, and also mitochondria is a battery inside your cell. The body will break them off. It will cut like old furniture, useless, and you chop off and become a fuse. That's what your body do. Okay, so those things are useless, cannot produce energy, and then the body will break it down and rebuild a new cell for you. So you will have a fasting lifestyle over a long period of time. You become very healthy and you look young because your body give you more new cell. Okay, so benefit of autophagy means you break down all the delay, old cell, all this and that. Also remove the viruses from the cell. The old cell, nothing do, the dead thing, you know, all the virus, okay, will stay there. So it will break down, you eat them up, okay? You also help you to detox your body within the cell. Your body will do detoxing. Repair and build a new cell. Build an effective energy producing cell for you. So when you how to get this? How many people want to know? Give me one. How many people want to know that your body go into autophagus kind of things? How many of you want to know? Give me one if you want to know.
A lot of people want to know. Grace Tan, Barry. Barry says 111. Sally, Angela, Genesis, Dorothy. Yes, we all want to know.
Okay, thank you. You see, your body can come to this level if you do fasting. If you do, let's say you do like 16:8, it's a little bit. If you do 24, it's a little bit more. You do full water fast, more than 72 hours. More than 72 hours. Your body will full function on this. Okay? However, you cannot go there. You cannot go 72 hours. You can't. Okay? You need to do is to build up your fasting fitness. Okay? So when you exercise, when you do this, your prolonged water fast, you have to psychologically, you need to prepare, mentally, you need to prepare. So your body will really help you. God is so good, create you a good body that it will help you to repair. Even the cancer cell, they will makan, you know, they will finish out. It's just like a Pac-Man, you know, Pac-Man, you know, the computer game. Some of you may not know, my generation people will know a Pac-Man computer game. You will eat up everything and then give you a new one. So you take up the old stuff from your cabinet and give you a new stuff. So you will remove all the old one and give you a new one. So you have a new bone, new cell, new skin, why not? And your body become, the new cell is a young tissue, function very well. You know, at one time was because too much hiking, you know, non-stop long hike every weekend, non-stop, no rest. I got a lot of my old injury come back. Then I called my friend, there's a doctor in New York. He said, hey bro, your old muscle lah, you know, your old muscle. So I said, okay lah, old muscle. He said, old muscle are so difficult to come back, you know, your old muscle, you must rest so that your body fast, your body can give you new muscle. So I take his advice. He said, doctor lah, I take his advice. So then I rest lah. My September month is totally, I told my friend, no hiking for me, I just rest. Rest means I still do minor one, like walk, things like this. I recover. So I believe my body give me a new cell on certain repair muscle. So I'm okay, you know, so that I can go hiking again. That's how things work, you see. So during your exercise, during your fasting, the very important, you must do exercise. You must move your body. You cannot say, oh, fasting, you lay back, you stay at home, you sleep. No. If you are tired, yes, you take a quick nap, things like this, okay. But not just totally do nothing. You must move so your blood can, circulate, give you more oxygen. So when you work during the fasting, you need to work out. I don't know. Of course, you don't go and lift heavy weight. You must move, meaning like walk and whatever thing, breathing exercise. And very important, you must well hydrated. Always remember water, okay, with salt. I take 9.5 Kangen water. I take that one. Okay, I've been taking for more than 13 years already. All right. So, what time to do exercise? Example, let's say you do 20-hour fasting, 4-hour feeding. Let's say your feeding time is evening, say 6 o'clock, or maybe say 8 o'clock. Example, 8 o'clock. Okay. If you take your dinner 8 o'clock, the best is the end point of your fasting, meaning like 2 to 3 hours before you makan. Let's say 8 o'clock, you want to have a dinner. During your 20-hour fasting, you do exercise. Your exercise maybe like 6 o'clock. You do some exercise. So when you come through an exercise, let's say half an hour, 45 minutes, and then you rest, you mandi, you have your meal. You fantastic. It work very well for you. Okay. Even my water fast, I also do exercise. Okay. But of course, no food. I take water with salt, all this and that. All right. So when you continue to do water fast, your body will give you back a new body. Okay, clear? Q&A. Time is very fast.